Well, this legislative session, lawmakers will have to address a nearly $1.5 billion budget shortfall. This week, the governor unveiled his budget proposal for this fiscal year. Now, the nearly $71 billion spending plan is about $500 million more than last year's budget, and the governor is pitching nearly $1 billion in cuts to close the gap. As Maryland lawmakers work to close the budget gap, WalletHub is ranking Maryland the second worst state to start a business in. Fox 45's Jeff Abel joins us live with how that could impact Maryland's financial situation. Jeff.
Well, you may be surprised, but researchers are finding that it is far easier to start a business in Massachusetts and Maine than it is right here in Maryland. In fact, Maryland has earned a new distinction as the second worst place in the country to start a business. For the owners of Carson's Creekside and Middle River, they never dreamed owning a business in Maryland could be so taxing.
Property tax, insurance, the vendors, distributors, minimum wage, BG&E.
In the past 4 years, the cost of operating their restaurant has ballooned by $43,000. The business climate has become so difficult that Maryland has now earned a new distinction as the second worst state in the country to start a business. A new study by WalletHub used 25 different indicators to rank states on their business climate. States were ranked according to their overall business environment, their access to resources, and the cost of operating a business. The state of Florida proved to be the best state to start a business. However, the state of Maryland scored 49th, next to last, just a few points ahead of the state of Rhode Island.
The overall business climate, Jeff, is quite poor.
The poor ranking comes as little surprise to economist Anaban Basu, who says the state of Maryland has little to offer new businesses except some of the highest taxes in the country.
Property taxes are high in Baltimore City, for instance, but other parts of the state as well, and so that drives up the cost of office space. Apartment rentals are more expensive here because landlords have to pay those property taxes. So you don't have much value proposition here for businesses.
I think inadvertently, the people who haven't run businesses don't understand exactly how it works, that we're not bringing in buckets of money.
While the top 5 states may be the most business-friendly in this survey, we've discovered those states are also enjoying multi-billion-dollar budget surpluses, while Maryland and those at the bottom are struggling to dig their way out of massive budget deficits.
You want to invest in public safety, transportation, education, of course, but the way to do that is to grow your tax base. And we're just not doing that sufficiently. And so we're putting more burdens on existing taxpayers, and that's causing some of those taxpayers to say, I don't want to be in Maryland anymore.
Well, last fall, the governor announced that some 35,000 new businesses had located in Maryland. However, the U.S. Census reported the number was actually far less, thousands less, according to the census in that same period of time. We are live tonight. Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.